The playoffs began with a corker of a game. You know, the Rams and the Panthers. And the Panthers, man, have got some players. And one of them's their quarterback. And one of them is the potential offensive rookie of the year in Teteroa McMillan. And another one is J.C. Horn, who unfortunately got knocked out of the game. And, you know, Derek Brown in the middle. There's a lot of guys, man, that are balling out for that team. And it was their first foray into it. And Dave Canales goes 4-out to start. I don't know why you're going for it. I don't care what the analytics say. I don't care what Greg Olson was saying about, you know, this is who they were going in. It's the playoffs. It's 4th and short. It's the Rams in your house. And they gave the Rams a short field right off the bat. Puka Nacua catches an easy one. He winds up running another one in, and another record for Puka Nacua, or at least joining another outstanding Los Angeles Ram, a Hall of Famer. There's only 2 players in Rams history with a rushing and receiving touchdown in a playoff game. You can guess who the other one is. Wouldn't even need to say it. I'll say it. It's Marshall Faulk. And he's the 6th wide receiver to do so in playoff history. And all of a sudden, the Rams go up in this one early, 14-0. And that's when the Carolina Panthers started doing their own thing. They marched down the field to make it a 14-7 game. Mistakes getting made all over the place by both teams. It wasn't pretty at times. The Rams went through a stretch of this game where they couldn't move the ball a lick. And I'm sure there were a bunch of people saying Matthew Stafford's not the MVP of this league. I hope he's not the MVP of this league. There he's going to go down again in Carolina. And sure enough, lead changes galore. 4 lead changes in the 4th quarter of this game. 4 of them. It went from tied at 17 with the Rams up 20-17. The Panthers are up 24-20. Then the Rams go up 27-24. And then that Bryce Young throw to Coker in the end zone was spectacular. Just a special throw. Look at that picture on the screen, guys.
Yeah.
Right there.
Dime.
Where only Coker could get it, right? And now the Rams are losing. And the entire season is potentially going down the tubes here in a game that, again, was the Rams to win up 14-0 in this game. And that's when Matthew Stafford took to the huddle and drove his team down the field and hit Colby Parkinson with 38 seconds to go in a gorgeous throw that only his tight end could high point and then turn around because he led him to the sideline, pirouettes, gets in the end zone, touchdown, Rams win. 34-31. 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter, 12 of 15, 143 yards in the 4th quarter. That's what you want from your MVP quarterback, who took the huddle and had this to say after the game about what he said to his team.
I walked behind Tay on the way out and was like, before that last drive, I forget what I said to him, but I was like, let's go snatch these guys. You know, like, let's go snatch this one back, man. Let's go.
Well, that's not exactly what he said because Devontae Adams gave a little bit more of meat on the bones about what he said. The word, you know, snatch was in there, but hit it.
Yeah, I think he said, let's go snatch these guys' hearts. And that was pretty cold. That was pretty cold. Just to hear that, and I actually, like, literally smiled in the moment because I thought that was, like, one of the most gangster things you could say in that moment, honestly. And to hear him say that and the look on his face and then throw the touchdown and then the look on his face after that was just, like, MVP stuff.
It is MVP stuff. First 3 quarters look brutal. 12 of 15, 2 passing touchdowns and a passer rating of 146. It's the 3rd career playoff 4th quarter comeback drive for him. And the 2 previous ones were in the Rams Super Bowl run. 10 catches, 117 yards for Puka Nacua and that rushing touchdown. Kyron got in the end zone. This is why I think the Rams are the best team in football, is that they've got that ability defensively. they can stop you, although Bryce Young was unstoppable at times. Their only problem, the Rams' only problem, you know it, I know it, we see it all the time. That kicking game and that special teams, I don't know. It looks like they have fixed their kicking problem with Mevis. Okay?
He's been good.
But
The
punt
is just
what the hell was that?
I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know.
And that's what led to the final touchdown for the Panthers, because they were punting. The Rams were punting the ball away, because that's the other thing too, is sometimes when the Rams get the ball and all they need is a few first downs, they somehow can't string that together. I mean, everybody's team you can nitpick these days, but they're forced to punt. And you're thinking, all right, so now if the Panthers are going to win this football game, they are going to have to go the length of the field to score a touchdown. Instead, they only had to go 30 yards. And remarkably, they weren't even forced to a fourth down to go for it on. So now the Rams go to Chicago. That's going to be so much fun, that game.
So fun. Let's see what the weather's going to
I mean, it's going. This just in. It's going to be cold, and that cold weather. We was cold, and the Rams are still alive. Again, I've chosen them to win the Super Bowl. The offense, Davante Adams really didn't do all that much in this game. 5 catches for 72 yards. He had a crucial drop at one point. It was so jarring when he drops a ball. Same thing with Nakua. That one on the when Stafford, by the way, has a sprained finger. Remember, he followed through, and it looked bad. He had DJ Wadham's arm.
Yep.
And you're wondering, how's it going to affect him? Then he hit Puka Nakua in the hands for what would have been a touchdown, and he dropped it. Just how many times is that going to happen for the Rams with the Puka and Davante Adams drop a ball in a game? I don't think too many times. But they overcame all of that to win. And I'll say this, the Carolina Panthers were my sleeper team coming into this year. And I chose them for that because of the way they finished last year. Plus, I had a front row seat to seeing them. I keep mentioning this game. I know not many people remember the Panthers-Giants game in Munich. I do, because I called it with Kurt Warner sitting in the booth there in Munich, and had a front row seat to Canales and what he's selling and whether it was being bought. And it was definitely being bought by Horn and being bought by Bryce Young, who I was sitting there with in the meeting room before the game. And don't forget, he was benched by this guy. And we were saying on this show, he's got to just leave, demand your departure. You're never going to hit it there. And they put him back in. They finished the season strong. They were scaring the heck out of, didn't they scare both the Chiefs and the Eagles at the end of the year last year? And I thought, okay, let's see what they can do this year. I know they went 8-9. But Bryce Young can play football in the National Football League. He's tough to put on the ground. He is really good. They got 2 running backs, although Rico Dowdle didn't like the way he was used towards the end of the year. He disappeared. I know.
He's not happy.
He's correct, not happy.
Not happy.
McMillan is the real deal.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
He had a few more weapons, and the Panthers are going to be a threat to win this division in above 500. And one thing that they did do strike a blow for was for division winners with a sub-500 record hosting a playoff game, because there are many, including somebody who's sitting across from me in the room, that thinks that those teams should not host a playoff game.
Those days need to be over.
Or this was an actual great playoff game that they almost won, and Bryce Young and the fan base of the Carolina Panthers should feel very proud of this fact. Bryce Young went toe-to-toe with probably the most valuable player of this league and a future Hall of Famer. He went toe-to-toe with Matthew Stafford in this game and made a game of it. And if it was going to be a total complete blowout, I totally understand there would be a conversation in a couple of months from now for the owners' meeting when everybody's getting together that we should make a rule change that it doesn't matter if you've won a division. You do not host a playoff game if you're sub 500. So what would that have been? They would have been out, no division winner at all, or they're a division winner, they're just the lowest seed?
Yeah, division winners make the playoffs,
right?
But you reseed through based on record.
So Carolina
top 4 home game.
Carolina go visiting Chicago. That would have been a tight game for you.
Sure.
Okay.
It probably would have been.
All right.
I don't know. But you don't deserve a home game. 8-9 home game? Get out of here.
Well, they certainly did well enough. They certainly did well enough and almost came up with the win. So, Panthers fans, you should feel good about yourselves moving forward. That was pretty impressive. And the Rams, they survived it, and they advanced, and now they're going to Chicago. Again, the last time McVay's 0-2 in Chicago. They have not won there. And the Rams are going to pack their cold weather gear. And the neat thing for them is that if this is a run game, they got a Notre Dame kid and a Michigan kid who knows how to run in this weather. Oh, baby.
Sunday forecast, prelim, we're 6 days out. 18 degrees,
Oh, yeah.
20-mile-an-hour winds,
Okay.
20% chance of snow.
That's right. And Stafford knows the building. He knows the building. Puka doesn't know the cold weather, though. That's for sure.
Well, he thinks they play in a dome.
Don't you remember he wore the
The shiesty.
the shiesty indoors because he thought the Lions were playing outdoors until he realized they were indoors, and he took his shiesty off in the
He
second
went to stay
quarter.
ready.
That was 2 years ago in the playoffs. And again, it's a kid who played at Notre Dame and a kid who played at Michigan in that weather. Did pretty well, both of them. Here we go. Rams Bears, can't wait for it. I bet you that's going to be the afternoon game leading to the Sunday nighter, or it could be the Sunday nighter, which would make it particularly cold
Yeah, give me Sunday night
for that one.
Yeah, give me Sunday night for that.
Okay. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.